bit, and I'm getting better. So, Tawada, thank you so much for asking if I'm okay. Shabbat Shalom, are you okay?
Con, you okay, Abba?
Con, Tawada, Bon, Shabbat Shalom, are you okay, Bon?
Yeah.
Con, I'm very happy. Your voices make me happy. Hugging y'all and playing with y'all make me happy, and talking to y'all make me happy.
Abba, you said you get permission to look at front door. See how much it is?
Okay, so let me switch.
You can't change it over, so you have to turn it around and show if you're showing it. What do you see?
The moon and it's full. Abba.
Okay, hold on, Bon. We have to look at her. You have to show her to me. Show her to me, and then we'll talk.
Do I have to hold it this way?
You can.
This way.
Tawada, there she goes. So she looks very round. She looks very full. Now, your eyes are very, very, very much better than Abba's. Abba got to squint when I look at things, and you can see the moon. What she look like?
Let me see.
What does she look like out of your eyes? Not out of the screen. What does she look like out of your eyes?
She's full, and she's a big circle.
Con. Are the top of all of her circles all the way circle, or all of it, or are they some circle?
It's all the way circle, cause it look a little bit as your heart like I love you. Then look like a little bit of a square, like a tree.
No, it don't. Just get away from the branches so you can see it. Go over that way.
So in the top corner, she's not as bright. She's bright all the way around, but in the top corner, she's got a little bit of light that she's not shining, so she looks like she's a bright, bright circle. This is called waxing gibbous. So she's right after full moon.
Go ahead and potty. You outside. Right here. Where are you going? Just use it.
Come.
Hold a second, Abba. I've got covered by blood, so nobody won't see me peeing outside.
Okay, all
you can't cover him like that because he can't use it.
All right. Well, Kwam Yasharala, Shabbat Shalom, everybody that's tracking, that's watching with us. Y'all just heard the beautiful voices of Yashar and Jeremiah teaching us about the moon, as Amma Kanayo Kanawan keeps the camera focused on the moon. All right. I want to go through something real quick. Yashar was teaching me, and I got to say this, my eyes are getting older, so it's a blessing. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
All right.
We got a lot that we're gonna we got a lot that we're gonna. Oh, okay, Con. I'm waiting for you, Vaughn.
I gotta tell your mind to be quiet so I can listen. Be quiet. I'm trying to listen to the Abba. Okay, go ahead. What you was going to say?
Tawada, thank you so much, the Prince. Thank you so much, Vontez. Tawada,
wait a second. He just keep talking.
No, it's okay. Hey, Salat Yashar, I believe he was agreeing with you. I believe he was telling me to go ahead and talk like you said. So Yashar and Jeremiah was helping us with learning and looking at the moon tonight. Tonight, the moon is in a specific phase, and that phase is waning gibbous. All right. So the funny thing about waning gibbous is waning gibbous looks like she's full, but she's not. Kanaya, we're going to go ahead and turn my camera on me, and then that's going to let you be able to be freed up. The water for your ministry. Appreciate you. Yhwh Shmarlatan. All right. So Shabbat Shalom, Yasharala, Yabrakam, Yabasham, Shai. Your brother Karat Zaya Bun, Yashar, also known as Isaiah, Yashar, Crumworm, the Hebrew. Call it what you want. It is what it is. We got some very specific stuff to look at right now, real quick. So first things first is we are in the Atonement time frame, Tabernacles time frame. All right. So now we are going into the time frame of the Feast of Tabernacles. All right. So before we even get started on that, there's so much that's going on in the world. There's so much that's going on in the world right now. So-called UFO chariots, the chariots of God, right? so-called UFO chariots crashing. I don't know if they're crashing, if they're, you know, just boom, if they just landed on the earth and made a real loud sound. But these sounds were reportedly heard throughout different states in a pattern. Now, this has happened throughout this Day of Atonement time frame. So one of the things that I really think is interesting about that is that the local news is not covering it to the degree of what should be seen, what should be heard, in my personal opinion. All right, so y'all remember the movie Men in Black when they would flash the people with the, you know, and then they all of a sudden make them forget, and the news just didn't matter anymore and all this stuff. That's what we see happening. That's what we see happening right now. The outline of what's going on is so crazy. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. This is now, I don't know if this video is gonna be flagged, taken down, or what. I just like to share and show information. If I knew how to do like the reaction videos and all that, if I knew how to do all that stuff and like had to, you know, not get flagged, I would really show good information. All right, so I want to show a few things, and the things I'm going to do are I'm going to show them for other people's videos. Now, these other people's videos have been confirmed and have been looked at, but these are not my original videos. Okay, so I call certain people like TikTok teachers or YouTube scholars, or, you know, we all learn from YouTube and Facebook, the internet, all that good stuff. I'm not, you know, coming against nobody. You know, what I am saying is this right here: research what you're researching. All right, research what you read. And I've been wrong on matters before, you know, and I'm going to be wrong on matters again. You know, this right here is very interesting. All right, so let's get the government. Let's start with, real quick, is everybody familiar with this? So-called 9 months ago, rumors of shadow aliens at Bayside Marketplace. In case you don't know, this is Bayside, Florida. All right, Bayside, Florida. There was a, you know, a trans, you see that right there? Like a trans figure, trans-dimensional, in and out of phase. I'm gonna call it, you know, a celestial being, you know, that was walking in front of everybody in Florida. Now, I want y'all to notice something. Pay attention. You can see it right there. It's very clear. You can see it right there. It's very clear. Very clear. It's right there. Now, this is a tall, you know, whatever the Father has coming down. I want to say all praise to God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Our brother, so many brothers have said to me, prophecy, the Bible is unfolding in front of our eyes, and people, they're, you know, they're not taking it seriously. During the time frame of Day of Atonement, okay. Oh, okay. During the time frame of Day of Atonement, I'm not here to tell you that I think the Day of Atonement that I think was right, or the Day of Atonement that you think is right. I'm here to make y'all all think, okay? To say it's not just peep, peep. You know, the Father gave us seasons. Now, is there an accurate, correct day? Yes. Hamashiach Yahushua will get us right during that time frame. Are we supposed to be ignorant of anything? No. The scripture says be ignorant of no thing. All right? As it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so be your mind return and seek him 10 times more. Seek him 10 times more. All right. Hamashiach, he tells us we can see the seasons change, but how is it we can't see the Son of Man and his coming before us? Listen, the Son of Man of Yahushua is so close. It's in patterns. Watch this. Day of Atonement, tabernacles. The Day of Atonement, there was not only a comet. I like watching the celestials. I like watching the heavens. I like looking at ephemerises. I like the apps that I know how to use, and the apps are augmented reality. They're virtual reality that'll show you east, west, and right now the moon is right here. I like those things because it's like living inside of a book. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not a prognosticator of times. You're not a witch. You're not a diviner of times if you like to learn the zodiac. Just don't live your life by it. Live your life by the scriptures. The point of saying all that is to say this. These things are happening right in front of us in this time frame. There's nothing wrong with proclaiming these things. If I tell y'all I've read books that talk about unicorns, and I don't mean rhinoceroses, to all my Ephraimites, I don't mean rhinoceroses. I mean, literally, if I tell y'all that there's, etymology books of creatures from the medieval century time frame on back, would you go and read it? The point of saying that is to say these signs are happening before us. During the time frame of the Day of Atonement, we had comets, and they always happen, but specific outline celestial events that happened during the days where brothers was like, it's the 13th, 14th, 15th. And then during this same time frame, we had in the United States multiple Yasharallah, listen to me now, multiple events with chariots of God. The people call them UFOs. They're not UFOs. Now the government has changed the name from UFOs to AEPs. All right, they've changed the name from UFOs to aerial phenomenal events. All right. You know why? Because they don't know what to call them, because they know that they're the chariots of God. They're in the Bible. They're in the Kibbutz and the Gras. They're in the Vishnus. They're in the Quran. These vehicles, these chariots of the Most High God are not only touching down, which have been touching down on earth since before we were born. They're doing it in a public way that social media and the whole world is seeing. Now, I want to show y'all a clip from a video. Again, I don't own the rights to this video. Okay. Now I'm calling on my brother. Once again, throughout my whole trial, I've been calling on my brother, Tazadak. I'm not going to stop saying his name till you find the time to give me a phone call, brother. All right. Brother said, I'll see if I can find the time. I'll say like you said to me. You mean to tell me that bad with time? You can't. You mean to tell me that bad with managing your time, Tazadak? So now we need our military men with their expertise. All right, I need Yakanan. I need all you brothers. I need what's our brother Zephaniah Big Judah. We need you brothers who have experience with not just looking at the clouds or looking at the jet streams that come behind whenever an airplane goes, but looking at how do we measure how wide they say so-called chemtrails, not a chemtrail, but afterburner smoke. How do we measure how wide is afterburner smoke? Because apparently there was something that went down in DC. When it went down in DC, multiple people seen it. This was during the time frame of the Feast of the Day of Atonement. We're going into the Feast of Tabernacles. And there's even more crazy things happening around the world. So I want y'all to check this out real quick. Tell me what y'all think. All right. What's your expertise? Now, what we're going to be focusing on real quick is we're going to be focusing on not the Gentile in the corner. This is his original page. There's this. You see this thing like a chemtrail right here? Let me make sure y'all can see me. All right. Here. Let me go to it real quick. Here we go. Now, I don't need to be up on the screen. Hey, Shalom, Kanai, Wakanawan, Yhwh, Shmar, Latha. I don't need to be up on the screen. Now, we're going to start doing this thing. No face, no case. I got to show y'all this. Hey, Shalom, Tuvi. I won't be doing the Torah portion classes right now at this moment, even though it don't mean that I won't be speaking on the Torah portion or of the things of the Torah portion. If they call me into an assist, I'm going to throw a layup. You feel me? I'm going to be like, hey, look this up. We'll speak on that. But I feel like I just need to be able to speak freely, liberally. You feel me? Two of you make you a major part in the Most High's blessing, healing. I appreciate you. So check this out, man. I want to learn how to do these things. I be watching these people doing these reaction videos. They be like, and they be doing all that goofy stuff to get thousands of views, but they ain't telling no truth. When I literally, Yahweh has given us, Tuvi, Yahweh has given us, Kanaya, the ability to be able to see biblical prophecy and say, oh, that's right there. That's Hebrew news. All right. So that's actually what I want to start looking at, because when I tell y'all the dead are rising, like not the dead are rising, but the spirits. Remember, everybody, when Yahweh, I believe in Christ wholeheartedly. When Yahweh, Shabbat Shalom to everybody that's watching. All right, if you've been bugging off out of my comments saying, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite, it's only, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I'm not a part of Hebrew Israelite thing. The only reason I said that is because nowhere in the Bible does Yahweh ever say, oh, hear me, you Hebrew Israelites. You got to think, if you're talking to me, I'm more than likely got a scripture behind what I'm saying. So, and shock factor is a real thing. Truth is truth, and it can never be a lie. I can't speak like I used to speak no more, y'all, because that person ain't who I am anymore. The Father's refining me. But like I said, like me or don't like me, look up and see if what I'm saying is the truth or not. So with that being said, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. All right. Let's look at this stuff. When Yahushua was here, does everybody remember that the spirits that were already deceased were walking the earth, and people remembered seeing their loved ones? Does everybody remember that? If you remember that in the scriptures, put a 7 in the room. If it doesn't make sense to you and you think I'm making it up, put a 3 in the room so I can know what to take time to focus on teaching you. So with that being said, if you remember Yahushua and people after Christ's resurrection, people seeing, I know we seen, but they're dead. Put a 7 in the room if you remember that. If you remember in the book of Revelations that people will not be able to die in the last days, put a 7 in the room. I want to show y'all some stuff. I'm only going to, these are my speculations. I don't know if these videos going to get flagged. I hope that they don't. I ain't doing no money. I ain't got enough people like guests to be monetized. They be bugging. Like they don't want you to be able to share information. You got. Anywho, so check out this. This is over during the Day of Atonement weekend. All right. This is not my video. This is somebody else's videos. Let me show y'all what's happening in the Celestials. All right, check this out.
On right now, I heard a noise. I come outside. There's sirens blaring, and I see this huge trail in the sky. It's midnight right now.
All right, couple things. One, he said it's midnight right now. This is not my video again. I want to share y'all this guy's link. All right, his videos is awesome. All right, Casper site. I apologize. I can hardly see y'all. Barely hardly see. Y'all know I got family from St. Louis. I mean, I'm talking about Rush City. I'm talking about, for those of you who don't know, y'all don't even know about Rush City. That's over across the water. That's across the, y'all don't even know about Rush City. I'm talking about real gutter grit. So all praise the Most High. I'm talking about Mama Ida had the corner store right there. We was, family with the custards down there. But but back to it. This is not my video. I want you all to have this video. I like to share information. Check this out. Here's the link. All right. I play fair. All right. Booyah. This cat, I'm just gonna say this cat. He does very good breakdowns, but I'm gonna tell you why I like his videos. I like his videos because he freestyles and does his videos like on the spot. But here goes something else I seen about him. I'm gonna keep it 1200. I seen him mess up on a couple of videos, and I was like, "Hey, you didn't go back and fix that." He just was like, "Oh, hey, well, all right, well, it could be, and crazy that you might think that. Well, we're just gonna change the subject." And I was like, "You can't do that to people. That's not fair." Oh, another thing. Let me give a salute to our brother Free. If you know Free, our brother from Jerusalem, our brother from Arad. If you know that brother Free and you watch these videos along with me, I want you all to make sure y'all give him respect when you see him. You know why? Because I get to talk like this. I get to be like, "You're not right, brother. You better." I get to talk like and Free gets to walk right up to me and be like, "Hey, man," and then I get to be like, "Oh, Free, hey, yeah, but whoop-de-woo." And then at the end of the day, me and Free still dap each other up. So if you know the brother Free that has been working to lead our people to Zion, to Jerusalem, I want y'all to encourage him to get back online and start teaching. Y'all encourage that brother Pilgrimage to Zion free to get back online. Let his face be seen. Let his voice be heard. Y'all remind him that he's a special teacher and he has to warn the people. Whether we agree, not just me and him, whether Yasha'al agrees, disagrees, or not, there's going to be certain channels that we're going to all agree on until Christ come back. Flavius Josephus tells us that if we don't come together, then we'll seem like mere strangers to each other. The Father said to forsake not the assembly. Why am I saying all this? Because I know that I speak the way the Father's giving me to speak. And I know that there's few brothers, and the brothers that do approach me, you know, to be like, yo, what was this? Or why you say that like this? They actually learn with me, and I learn with them. Scripture says a brother is born in adversity. One of the things my mama just said to me. So salute to that brother Free, Pilgrimage to Zion. Y'all make sure y'all correspond with him. Everybody knows I don't believe waxing crescent is new moon. I believe waxing crescent is the last phase of new moon, going into the beginning phase of waxing crescent before you go into the other phases. So that's something we're going to talk about later. Right now, let's look at this. I want to give a salute to our brother Free and to everybody else. If you see me speak a certain way, best believe I was thinking about what I said. And, you know, if you think I said something that was overly offensive, contact me. You can't call me, but you know, you can hit me on WhatsApp All right. But what I like to do is see who's gonna last. And Free is one of them brothers that, hey, what's up with this? What's going on with that? So salute to everybody that build together as a nation. You know, there's a such thing as called a gnat fly. A gnat fly can become annoying. It's like, yo, come on, man. You like a gnat fly, son. No, you annoying me. But see, if that doesn't happen, some of these things aren't going to be talked about. These subjects aren't going to come up. People aren't going to consider. We're going to get one-sided information. Children aren't going to grow. New people who don't know about the Israelite community, they only see you and your friend just walk past. Karatizaya. These new people won't hear, and the fire of this truth will die down. Nah. So be who the Father made you all to be. Encourage each other. All right, Hamashiach is getting back closer than ever. This video is a trip, and give a salute to the brother Free. And forgive me for my shortcomings, everybody. I can only be who the Father made me to be, but trust and know this, you know, I'd much readily give my life for you quicker than what you may think I would. All right, so I love you all. So what we're paying attention to, let's get back to this, is this trail that's in the sky. Now, when you think about a chemtrail, you think about a line that's coming behind a jet. The problem with this is a lot larger than normal, and it goes throughout the sky at a lower altitude, a lot further than what it should. I need you all to pay attention to this.
And there's this huge trail, like something crash landed.
Like, I've got to be honest, guys.
We're not gonna do his audio speaking. I just want to do the short parts to where you all can see some of these things. Now, again, this guy does a great job. His videos are great. I don't want to get this video taken down. I just want to show y'all some of the stuff that's going on by playing clips that he's already played. All right, without him speaking. So let's get back to this. All right, see if I can get it right on the head. All right, tell me what y'all think about this next part.
I know everyone's messaging me like crazy. I'm trying to respond as fast as I can, but it's been a wild night. A lot of people have seen the video, but to recap what happened from my point of view, I heard a loud noise at around midnight. I go outside to investigate and wonder what the heck that was. I hear sirens all over the place, heading in one particular direction in front of my house. I look up in the sky and see a huge trail of smoke or whatever the heck that is. And I'm just wondering what's going on at that point. So I film it, post the video, go inside to research. The police scanner, it's just saying they're sending additional units to figure out what's going on.
Now, check this out. I want y'all to pay attention in your local cities. You know it's serious whenever people do it. In your local cities. In your local cities, have you noticed an increase of police presence? Have you noticed the increase of helicopters? Have you noticed the increase of security guards? Have you noticed the increased presence of police riding around in Cincinnati, Ohio, in white cars with the white Cincinnati seat symbol, like the certain. And somebody might be like, "No, those are guards. Those are officers. They're just state of civil." No, no, no. I'm looking at. I have a trained eye to watch when we ride. Oh, they got them boys over there. Whoopie whoop. From childhood, got a trained eye to watch for it. To learning how to navigate in other countries, the Wadi Yhwh, to be like, oh wait, don't say that in this country because they will beat you here. So traveling, using GPS, looking for them boys, for them popos, and just having that natural eye, like, hey, that's SWAT inside of an undercover with no. Have you noticed the influx in your city? A common theme that we keep hearing, and not a lot, not just in this. First of all, this trail was here from hours. Now, this is what I'm going to ask all of my military specialist brothers who got more knowledge than I do. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. The earth absolutely is not flat. If y'all still back on that, then okay, cool. Put your 8-track back in your dick, in your, in your doctrine backpack. You got the 8-track backpack if you think the earth is flat. That's a bar. Oh, the Wadi Yhwh. So, because we do have brothers and sisters that are, that do have experience, and they may say, well, have you ever left Earth? Yeah, up to a certain, altitude. But the point of saying such is to say, we need those for this experience to say, what do they think about this trail? What do they think about this? This is not a what do you call it? Just a jet stream or a chemtrail. All right. It's too big. It lasted too long.
All throughout the night, but they don't say what it is. I look up on the news, nothing yet. And here's the bad part.
That was another thing. As you Google this, everybody look this up for yourselves. UFO crash in DC, right? Now, somebody might be like, oh, well, it's because it didn't happen. Oh, something happened. Something happened. This is just the beginning of the information I've been showing. I've been watching this. Yhwh was good. He showed it to me for like maybe 2-3 days. The first day he showed it to me, I went to the contract. I said, free. He said, yo, Walla. Free got the heavy voice. Walla. I said, yo, free, blow the shofar, them chariots hitting in DC, B. He kind of did like that. He kind of tilted his head. He's like, all right. So during the time frame of the Day of Atonement, I'm not saying my Day of Atonement date is right. I'm not saying your Day of Atonement date is right. Please don't let nobody think that's where I'm coming from. I'm not saying that. I'm saying during the season of the time frame of the Day of Atonement, Yhwh did something in the earth. All right. Just like the brothers in Teleraz say, they say, yo, since we've been going home, Yhwh did something. And that's true. Well, since our people start going home, Yhwh did something. So we make a move, he make a move. It's chess, not checkers, son, right? So let's get back to this. During this season, Yhwh did something in the earth. All right. We're going to look more in this. The police presence is like zero on it as far as social media. On we call that movie Men in Black, how they flash you and you forget. That's what's going on right now. If you go to the search browser, look at this right here. If you go to this browser right here, everybody, this browser right here, if you know about it, it's called DuckDuckGo. All right. If you go to DuckDuckGo, DuckDuckGo is not a censored search engine such as Google. All right. Google is a censored search engine. Okay. So Google suppresses and hides a lot of information, even though Google's services are better. Google has the information about the Negroes being the children of Israel and the prophecies of God coming back and delivering us. Google already knows all this information. All right. So as we look into this stuff, I use DuckDuckGo. I just did that like it was a confession, like I'm cheating on Google with DuckDuckGo, and I just confessed it or something. All right. Yo, I use DuckDuckGo. But the reason being is because if you look up subjects like AIDS hoax, HIV hoax, AIDS hoax. If you look that up on Google, Google's going to give you what it wants you to have. If you look it up on DuckDuckGo, it's going to give you all type of things that people have been saying for a very long time. So the subject and the information is threaded So that's why I do it here. And I encourage y'all to do that when y'all do y'all search, or use whichever one y'all want. Now, this is very interesting because what's being used in the news is they're using this keyword, which they keep saying drones, 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 drones. Drone etymology. I want y'all to see this. Now, when you think about a drone, what do you think about? When you think about a drone, do you think about a bee? Do you think about a wasp? Do you think about a military bomber? Do you think about a fun toy? All right. What do you think about when you think about a drone? What do you think about? Do you think about this? Do you think about getting your food delivered? Do you think about what a drone actually is? When I listen to the news, which I praise Yhwh for my papa, I love you, papa. My grandfather taught me how to listen to the news. He taught me how to listen to and cut through the BS. He taught me to listen to everything that they saying. And as my mama said, take the meat and leave the bones. So the news has to give you some of the truth, but they give you a whole lot of lie, and they switch the subject, and they do a lot of trickery in it. Drone, male honeybee, from Old English, dran, drain, from Proto-Dramatic, dran, source also Mid-Dutch, drain, Old High German, treno, German, drone, which is from Low Middle German, drone, probably imitative, compare Lithuanian, trani, I'm going to say Greek, I'm going to say tronax, a drone, give a figurative sense of idler, lazy worker. Male bees, makes no honey, meaning pointless. Aircraft directed by remote control. Well, I can see all of those definitions. I don't think that any of that went left field, and I pray all of you have an imagination. So if we go down to this most recent definition of aircraft directed by remote control, that's what people go with. But if you look at the nature of a male honeybee, that's the most terrifying. Let me explain. That male honeybee is there sent out by a larger militaristic society. And that male honeybee will give its entire life and take lives to get its mission accomplished. When you think about a drone, I don't want you to think about Esau's toys. I want you to think about the chariots of God who come down to earth looking like UFOs, and also lets out other little UFOs, lets out other little orbs of lights, lets out other little chariots. Who knows if these are angels or not, but this is what's happening all over the world. There are huge vehicles in the sky that are made of light sources that are flying at velocities that the white man are terrified at what's going on right now. I know you really like your job. I know. But I encourage you to go in the front door next time you go to work and be like, Jesus coming back, y'all. Hey, y'all, the Lord about to be here. Hey, y'all. I encourage all of y'all to look into what we're telling y'all. Let's bring it back together. Thank you, Tuvi. I feel like I heard Tuvi telling me to bring it back. When you think about a drone, I need you to think about the prophet Ezeikiel seeing a wheel within a wheel. That chariot, that UFO, that drone came from the Most High. The government is using very tricky words. That's why I don't like certain stuff. I don't like when people try to be tricky. I don't like that. Drones swarm an air base for days. Now, since we live in the United States and the Western mindset, and they use certain trickonology with their words, when they think about drones, they're going to say Chinese weather air balloon. And they say it so many times that they'll make you believe that it's actually a Chinese weather air balloon, because they'll say it in the same pattern, the same tone of voice. These aren't drones of China. These aren't drones from any other nations. Russia, nobody. Ain't nobody saying it got nothing to do with this. And your government is lying to you so bad that they don't want to say that God's angels, chariots, vehicles are reappearing. It's terrifyingly, wonderfully beautiful. I ain't got too many things to trip off of. I got all my venting out. Hey, brother, you supposed to call me. Anybody got an art with me? Call me. I got my vent now. I done talked about my ribs. I talked about my friends. I didn't disfame my family. I didn't disown nobody. I didn't say, you're not my wife no more. I didn't give nobody no ability to vote. I did everything I needed to vent for the Shabbat, for the Day of Atonement. Matter of fact, I'm putting out a new decree. Here's a new decree. Let's do a mercy decree. Any of my wives that have left me and committed adultery, I'm opening up my doors for you to come back before Christ returns. Family and children and all. How about that? Unheard of in Israel. Any of my family and friends. How about that? Can't win for losing. I want to be like Yhwh. I want to be merciful, forgiving. If you're an Israelite and you recognize that things is about to go bad, I encourage you to start knocking the dust off your Bibles because it's getting stupid. All right. Drone swarmed an airbase for days. I don't Pentagon. Hey. So the Pentagon is telling the truth right now, which is super very interesting. Pentagon puzzled by mysterious drone swarming military base. Isn't that interesting? Pentagon puzzled by mysterious drones swarming military base. See, I like social studies. This phrase doesn't catch the imagination. This is giving the boy the old ominous. Pentagon puzzled by mysterious drones swarming. See, what they're not telling is that December last year, that for over 2 weeks, there were chariots, UFOs, blatantly the size of buses and cars that were materialized in Langley. Do you know where Langley is? Do you know what Langley is? Y'all remember Brother Jacob? Don't y'all miss Brother Jacob? When he used to say that down there jangling wires in Langley, Virginia, I know they got the CIA, the FBI. Y'all remember Brother Jacob? Tell him to get back to work. We need him. Brother Jacob, we need you. Where you at? Somebody put the cigarette symbol in the air. All right. Somebody put the Hennessy bottle up, symbol up in the air. All right. Somebody put the gold teeth symbol bottle up in the air. Okay. Somebody put the Tyrone Jenkins, Jerry Curl, wig shaking with the glasses symbol up in the air. Brother Jacob, where are you? We need you. In Langley, Virginia, Langley. Where's all my military people at? Why aren't you Israelites talking about for 2 weeks? 2 weeks. The chariots of Yhwh was materialized. They could calculate how many hundreds of feet these chariots was while they was looking at them. A white man said that it was a militaristic society that was in charge of them. He said he's seen them and they looked like they were so as this information gets more public and more broad, and as we looking at the Holy Convocation time frame, remember, we into tabernacles right now. We in tabernacle season. We're supposed to go to Yhwh as our covering. We're supposed to remember that we dwelled in tents and booths and tabernacles and that Yhwh provided for us. And I know for me personally, I took my family out to trees and bushes. We found clearings and we was like, all right, we're gonna take these branches. All right, we're gonna sit outside this booth that we made and we're gonna read these scriptures about how Yhwh protected us. Because what if the chariots that come back are signs of tabernacles? What if these humongous vehicles that are in the sky, what if these invisible vehicles that are already in the sky, and you gotta tell the truth. Jordan Peele, Keenan Peele, whichever one of them Negroes is either an alien or an angel. One of them, the one that's directing the movies where everything is on point, Get Out. Nope. They're either an alien pretending to be a human, or I mean, they've been given the gift of whoever's doing that movie. Nope. That had the so-called cloud was really a UFO chariot. That's exactly what we got going on. We haven't even got to talking about AI. I blinked. And before I knew it, AI was available for people with food stamps. When did that happen? Let me go to the screenshot. Well, I gotta find it. Y'all heard me. I said it. When did it happen? Is this back where we was at? When did it happen? When I first of all, I didn't get none of that COVID money. Did I? I don't remember. There was a couple of COVID checks I missed. I was like, and then I stopped paying attention. I turned around, and this Negro, Elon Musk, got the black girl on the commercial. Y'all know the commercial. You know what? Y'all ain't did y'all nothing. Y'all supposed to be calling in and get y'all $5,000 worth of food stamps because y'all are some illegal immigrants. Y'all don't believe that President Trump love y'all. And y'all ain't even voting for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris got a perm, and she love the black people. All you got to do is call in and get y'all money. I call right now. I hate that commercial. I hate that commercial with a passion. I want to choke the phone. I want her to shut up so bad from cooning out our black women. I want her to shut up so bad. I want her to be rebuked for even going into the studio and reading that line and them heathens looking at her and being like, roll your neck a little bit more. Yeah. Come on. Can you make it a little bit more? And $5,000. And all you got to do is, and you can get your money right now. I hate those commercials because it's a social program. I told y'all my favorite class in school was social studies. That is a demographic programming of our people. When you hear them stupid commercials, you got to turn them commercials off because your sons are going to think that that's what women are supposed to talk like. Your daughters are going to be like, that's what makes sense because people hear me whenever I talk like this because that's how you get your $5,000. The other nations are laughing at us as the black woman is portrayed like that. So the woman who did that, shot that as a commercial, she's a coon and a race trader, just like the rapper Future. Coons and race traders. Your favorite rapper is a sodomite and a sellout. Wasn't he at Diddy's party too? I ain't saying him. I'm just saying, wasn't your favorite athlete at Diddy's party? Let's get back to this. So, I like paying attention. I like demographics, stuff like that. When I started watching that Elon Musk, I blinked and the robots are here. And if you got food stamps, you can get one. This is everything that we ain't. Oh my goodness. Let's just get to this video again. All right. Now, and that's another interesting statement. He said, nobody's reporting on this, so we are the news. And that's what's going on. The people that are on the ground are the news. Because you got to think about it. The news reporters usually be going in when stuff happens. There be ambulances. There be cameras there. People be, jumping out of helicopters trying to get the best shots. And this happened in D.C. and the news isn't reporting it. And then when they do report it, they report something goofy for 2 seconds. Ain't that weird? Comment says, where was this? I'm in Ann Andrew, CO, Maryland, and I heard a large crash last night. Right? All right. So everybody, now here's the thing. Here's the thing. People in see, the timestamps are lining up. The timestamps are lining up of people hearing an event, people seeing an event, and people saying what's going on. See, that's what's lining up. The news ain't lining up. See? That's disturbing. The news is quiet. Come on, y'all. DC, Langley, Virginia, and the news is quiet on it. But I mean, no, we don't want this to happen. But you know, if a small little girl, you know, a small little boy from a specific demographic comes up missing, you see that on the top of the. If it's one of my nationality, we go missing all the time. It's barely reported. But if you see certain events that happen, it's like it's broadcasted. Why is this not being broadcasted? That's bugged.
Cover up we've seen.
Right,
So
all right, so old boy's about to go into his research. He's gonna start doing his thing. Before he does that, I'm gonna fast forward so you all can see the next point. All right, this was cool. All right. Now, all of that right there, I want y'all to go through the video for yourself. These are maps in different places that I guess that, you know, it was like the pattern of, you know, where the distance of where the sound was. All right, I don't want to build on another man's, you know, I don't, whatever he's saying, I don't want to go off on what he's saying. I just want y'all to see these few things that I seen. All right. Let's see what he got to say. He looks like he's I gotta remember if I heard what he said. No, we'll see.
Last night around 4 a.m., the weirdest fucking thing ever possibly happened to me.
Hey, I apologize for any appropriate speech or any profanity. It's the Shabbat. I don't think there's very much in this, but there may be a few key words.
I've seen UFO crashes, okay, but I was
so we're going from 12 to 3 to 4 a.m.
And that's good. I'm glad he did that because he just gave a timestamp of the time frame. You know, we're going from 12 to 3 to 4 a.m. And these are different people, different locations. Now, watch this, everybody. This is also during the time frame of first quarter lunar phase. All right, 10. Yeah, kind of.
so fucking confused at what I saw. I saw an aircraft that looked like it was just blazing to the ground. And I've never really seen an aircraft this fucking big. You feel me? When I tell you that this motherfucker was huge.
All right. He lost his credibility. We're not gonna listen. We're not gonna suffer him anymore. We're gonna let Esau and his red beard go ahead and move on. All right. So I'm gonna say this though. This is video 1 and this is video 2. So if anybody wants to come back, it looks like Mr. Potty Mouth Esau man with his red beard, but he sounds convincing because he's like, this thing was big. It was real big. It was biggity, big. All right. So it sounds like, you know, he obviously seen something. Like, I'm going to tell you, I seen something when I was a pitney. You know, I seen chariots a couple times in my life. Like one time the chariot was so close to it was so close to the ground, like everything around us was changing colors. Like whatever light it gave off, everything was changing colors around us. So I really been in a situation like that to where I experienced it, and that tripped me out. So I'm not gonna say, you know, they're not real. They are here. You know, they've been here before we were born. All right. Now, if you can see, we're gonna check out this clip. Now, this is what people are saying. All right. What's happening around this time frame. All right. Now the scriptures do say, behold, I seen how Satan, he fell to the earth, you know, as lightning. Now, I don't know if that's what that is. But I will say that whatever this was that happened that during this time frame, it did happen. So I want everybody to go back to that timestamp. Here's another good place to where you're just seeing lights that are in the sky. Now, this was all throughout this exact same time frame. All right, now, yeah, here we go. Check this out, everybody.
Posted about this yesterday.
NASA partner says alien announcement to come within weeks as he claims we found it. Professor Simon Holland says he has seen.
Professor, now this is what I would do. Now, I won't just go off of this and be like, yeah, huh, bro, because they said whoopty-whoopty-woo. I would go to, especially if my eyes were in better condition, I would go to Professor Simon Holland, all right, of NASA. I would look, well, let's see if we can do it, all right. Professor Simon Holland of NASA announcement. Okay. Well, let's go over to this page, everybody. Okay, so check this out real quick. All right, so this says New York Post. NASA filmmakers claim evidence of alien life. That's Israelite Chariots. Where all right, Holland claims that Oxford-based project astronomers have identified clear evidence of transmissions from other worlds. That could be evidence of life. All right. So October 10th, 2024, huge alien announcements within weeks. Uh-oh, let's click on this. I feel like Malachi Maccabee right now. Uh-oh. Tell Malachi Maccabee he never left work. But tell that brother, man, you know, we need him over here reporting on this. Huge alien announcement could happen within week. Oh, come on. Stop it with all the don't. I don't. They're gonna make me click on stuff. No. I know y'all are like, just click off of it. I don't know what to click off of. Anywho, so we see that it is an event. It is actually an event. All right. So that's a good thing to know. All right. So I won't be able to read all that. Let's close this window down. We got that one still up. MSN. All right, MSN, NBC News. You know what? Just yes, whatever. Okay, whatever. All right. Evidence of life filmmaker. Read more. Telescopes on Earth found evidence of intelligence, life, and a proof that will be released in less than a month. Of filmmakers claim. Simon Holland, who has worked on documentaries for BBC and NASA-funded projects, said that Oxford-backed program searching for extraterrestrial signals has quietly identified non-human intelligence in our galaxy. Duh, which obviously means it's us. So, or them. So now it looks like the world, Esau, the Gentiles, it looks like they're ready to confess. It looks like they're finally ready to say what it is. These prophecies is true and they're right in front of us. All right. So it's happening. You can't do nothing about it. They can't do nothing about it. All right. Dude. Oh, yeah. All right. If you only seen how close I had to get to the screen to read that. Yeah, man. At last day. Yeah. So let's look at some more into this, because it tripped me out.
Evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence in the galaxy, and it could be confirmed within weeks as to rival groups of astronomers race to publish.
Go ahead and pause. Yeah. Interesting. Here's more. Read this.
British academic Professor Simon Holland, who has extensive experience in collaborating with NASA on projects such as tracking Earth-threatening asteroids, is convinced he's on to groundbreaking revelations. Speaking to the Mirror, Holland revealed, "We have found a non-human extraterrestrial intelligence in our galaxy, and people don't know about it."
All right. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So you're gonna hear a lot of talk about Planet Nibiru, Planet X. Please, Billy. Oh, when Billy Carson gets his hands on this, it's gonna be like 30,000 clicks, and it's gonna be like he's just gonna be standing there staring at the screen, and there's gonna be like a Nibiru picture down at the bottom. It's just like, come on. So, anywho, we do know about this. When he says, and nobody, we do know about this. Hamashiach Yahushai, our master, our king, our savior, he told us all of these things before he left. He said, all these things must be written of me pertaining to the Psalms, the prophets, and the Gospels. I speak it as a man. I had a debate with a brother the other day. He was an Islamic Hebrew. And at the end of all of his conversation, he confessed that Christ was the king and we're the chosen people. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful. So it's a win-win war for us. The scripture says that he would do nothing without telling his prophets. So yes, there is and then here goes something else. I want y'all to go back to your New Testaments. Now, I praise the Most High. A lot of us, we're in it. We're Torah. We're Old Testament. We got it. Go to your New Testaments and start researching Christ's words. What did he say? In my Father's house, there are many mansions. That's all of these in heavens and the celestials and the chariots. We have a place to live, y'all. We have a place to live. And heaven is, earth is not our home. We're visitors. All right, let's look at this. Let's get back to this.
And then all of a sudden, this happens, and then reports all over DC, and I can't recall the other areas, reporting a blazing
This one is the one that I really want everybody to see. Now, he's doing the same thing, which is the same thing that I'm doing. Now, this elder was out here. Whoever this Hebrew is, you can find this video on TikTok. All right, whatever nation. I'm just gonna call him elder. I'm gonna call him Hebrew. So y'all can find this video on TikTok. All right, and watch this. The presence. See, we're not in 4th of July. We're not in Thanksgiving. We're not in, Christmas. The military and the police presence that was in this video is ridiculous.
Part 2 of something landing in Washington, D.C., y'all. This guy was there and he saw everything. Check this out.
It's early in the morning on the U.S. Capitol grounds. And man, security and law enforcement is everywhere. Walk with me. Look at this. What is going on?
So he notices that there's a lot of cop car, but yet it's...
All right, so I'm going to say this right off the bat. That's way too many police cars for nothing. That's way too many security cars. Hey, Shalom Sashi, man. Every time I talk to anybody that's from here, that's in Cincinnati, that's from India, I think about you, that's from the surrounding areas. I really wish you would just come here and move here, man. It'll be so much easier for you and your family, man. And we just send bread back. So I love you, man, and I apologize about not being able to communicate with you as much. It hasn't been on purpose. But, and I praise Yhwh for putting you in place, for being able to minister and operate things, so salute to you, King. Yeah, so this is way too many police cars. It's not no holidays. There's nothing going on. Nothing. And watch this. The way that they're out here, they're quiet. They're not out. Look at how they're formed. Look at this.
Quiet, like they're...
Look at that. So what is elder? Why are all these police cars out there lined up like this on this same time frame of this event, of this occasion? The police scanner, they're not testing. There's no scanners out. They're just on standby. That's what that's called, y'all. That's called being on standby. Now watch this. This part of the video is very interesting. This part of the video is a helicopter tracker. And I seen this on another video. This is a helicopter tracker app. So it's going to look like just a squiggly line flying around, a yellow line. They're actually showing you the pattern of the helicopter that was out whenever this so-called chariot or event or whatever it was happened during the time frame of Day of Atonement, right? It's going to show you the flight pattern of the helicopter. Let's see.
Show y'all what the helicopter was doing, y'all. So this is flight tracker.
Yeah, this is crazy, mate. This is a flight tracker. Watch this helicopter just flapping about left, right, center, willy-nilly. Look.
The helicopter over here. Now notice that the planes are grounded, like the planes aren't moving. Granted, you know what I'm flying around. And then it was circling the crash landing spot. It left the area over there and then went over here. As you can see, it's just circling it, y'all. Now,
did everybody understand that? Just like you would look at Google Maps and you would see, That was the flight pattern of a helicopter. That is not normal, everybody.
Just thought it was weird that the helicopter was flying around
the crash landings. The crash.
Shut up. And that's another thing. We got to be careful so we don't. I'm telling him shut up on his own video he put out, right? So we got to be careful. So, yeah, right. Yeah, we absolutely do. We got to be careful so we don't use a lot of key patterns and say the same things that these people say, because that'll be another way of us just being socially programmed. All right. So I'm going to stop the video here because it got into some Billy Carson stuff. All right. So this is one thing of a major event that's happening during this time frame. I just think it's absolutely phenomenal. It's amazing to see it. It's happening in our real lifetime. There are a few other videos that I got lined up that I want to present. I'm gonna say Laila Tuat for now because now I'm getting older and I'm getting sleepy, and I really am tired. So, but I pray everybody have a Barak Shabbat. I look forward to being a part of. And who is that? Zaire, Shalom, Zaire. Hey, I look forward to playing with you, man. We was on Fortnite the other day. Cilantro, lime, and water is a delicious drink. Also, I have some lemon balm right here. All right, doing my own lemon balm. All right, so Banyadak, get at me. Banyadak, get at me, man. I want to talk to you about some cumin and spices and some other stuff. All right, I love you all. Laila Tuab, Namaskar, Shalom. All right, Namaste, Shabbat Shalom, Kwame Yasharala. My battery started to wind down. I look forward to building more, but I need to eat a sandwich and get some rest. Shalom.